The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour right here on TFNN.com. Coming to you live inside the eSignal platform and also on your mobile phone at TFNN.mobi. And let's check out where the markets are at right now. We have the S&P is currently up 6 points, and we got the Russell up just a little bit, up 1.7. Nasdaq's up 22 with the Dow up 75 points on the day. Hopping on over to our metal markets, we can see that copper is positive on the day, up 1.5%. Gold is down a little over 0.5%. Silver down 1.6% today. So the precious metals there are getting slammed pretty hard. We got natural gas is up 1.5%. Moving up pretty big, and oil is up 2.5%. So both of the energy sectors flying up right now with some nice big moves. And let's look on over here to corn. Is currently on our ag market. We got corn is currently down 8 points. That's almost 1%. Soybeans pretty flat on the day, barely moving right there. We got pound dollar down 27 pips in the FX markets. We got euro dollar down 69. Dollar franc's up 44, dollar yen's up 85, euro yen's down 19, euro pound is down 37. We got the Aussie yen up 1.25, the Aussie dollar up 62. Bonds slightly positive, but not by much. Dollar index is up a solid percent, so King Dollar rolling strong today. We got the pound yen is up 84 pips. We got the euro franc is down 22. Pound franc is up 71. Dollar CAD is up 5 pips on the day. And that gets us caught up on the current market wrap. European stocks had a fantastic day, launching on up there. So I'll just bring up a few articles over here for you. But so there's some nice big moves across the European stock markets, closing nice and higher. FTSE MIB closing up the largest amount there. But overall, the biggest gain was in the Shanghai Composite. But also the UK FTSE had a nice nearly 2% move. And Euro stocks at 1.4 and DAX up 1.3%. Even Canada up 1% on the day. Nikkei up 1.25. And so like I said, there's some nice big moves there. We've got crude oil obviously advancing quite a bit, as we just talked about, up 2.5% on the day right now. And let's see here, just article on that. So moving on up, but the big thing, crude oil advancing quite a bit, and like I said, was up even more since this article came out. Right now up 2.5%, up $1.33, and up above that 52 area. It's been hit to get sold out 53.50. U.S. dollar getting stronger. Aussie also up after the rates were held unchanged, which wasn't a big surprise. I mean, it was like all the speculation they were going to drop it, but they just dropped it. So, anyways, whenever they held it, that gave a lot of strength to the Aussie, and it flew up last night. And we'll look at that one in just a moment, but it was a nice big up move. Going on over to the Canadian stocks. The TSX hitting a 1-month high as their resources gain in that index sector for the energy, coal and all that, as the commodity prices move there. But TSX hitting that 1-month high. Dow flying up, was up quite a bit this morning, up over 100 points, and was moving on up really solid. Done a little bit of a pullback now, but was up literally just a massive 100-point move in the morning. And right now, Dow is currently sitting up 75 points off that 100-point move. And let's see here. We go on over. We look at gold doing a little bit of a retreat, or was doing a little bit of a retreat, still down slightly, about 0.5% from that 7-week top as the dollar bounces back with some strength on last night's move. The dollar aided by the U.S. Treasury yields, and the U.S. rate, rises unclear, et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, dollar got stronger, gold went down. Usually is the story. Okay, so pretty easy correlation there on that one. Looking on over at job openings to 14-year high in February. So lots of openings and people quitting jobs, et cetera. But job market still not looking that great. Let's see here. I'm going to come back to that one because I got to reload something. Okay, so I hope everybody had a great, Easter weekend holiday, not Passover, Resurrection Sunday. So I hope everybody had just a great weekend. And I know me and my family had an awesome time. Went out and did the horse riding thing, and went out to the rodeos. And my daughter did great. She got this past weekend she got 4th on poles, 5th on barrel racing, and 5th on spurs. So not too bad. She's 8 years old, and there was a lot of tough competition out there. And she kept it up. She got some of her best times, and it's only her 2nd rodeo. So I'm really impressed, very proud of her. She got to take home some ribbons, so she was very excited about that, of course. It's amazing how happy a ribbon can make a child. And but she did really, really well. And she's just out there constantly, never wants to get off the horse. And apparently her brother is now claiming that the horse is his. So that's going to be a fun debate. But anyway, so yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that. I'll bring up some pictures and stuff in a little bit, and I'll show you a few of the things. But like I said, she did well, and she just, she works at it. She practices at it. She's fallen off. She's gotten back up. She's gotten back on. And let me see here if I can pull that up. I'll show you that real quick. And a lot of it was about just getting the right pieces in place. After the last one, we did some adjustments on our tack, and we did some adjustments. We got some new bits and things like that, and it added a lot of confidence, which was a big, big piece. Was just adding confidence to what she was doing. Of course, we did the classic fun, Easter egg hunts and all that stuff. So getting Easter eggs at Grandma's house there. And then one massive egg I hit up in the tree, which is funny because she walked past it like 40 times before she saw it. And I'm in her little cowgirl outfit. And Judah found some little Paw Patrol trucks or whatever in his car there. And let's see here. Close some of this stuff out. There we go. Trying to find. Oh, this is I think the classic video of I thought this was a good example of why one should not fight the trend. Saw this one, and so I thought I'd share that with you. This guy thinks it's a good idea for some reason to go the wrong way down the escalator, and this is what happens when one fights the trend. If I can get it to display. Let's see, if that will play. Oh, it was working like 2 seconds ago. Try one more time. And you can see he fought the trend to his peril. So, but sort of painful to watch. Just goes down, sliding down there. And there's some guy in the background saying, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. As this guy just bam, 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 bam. So, lesson, don't fight the trend. Anyways, what else do we got? Let's see here. This right here is Judah. That's my son. So right here, he's riding in the it's called the lead along rodeo. His sister's leading him along, and he won a ribbon. So he was very, very excited about that. So see, she's pulling him around the barrels and everything. She's like, it is a lot longer to walk that than it is to ride it. We decided to let her be in charge of that and turn him into a little cowboy. And then here we go. Here's the other video. If you want to see when I talk about barrel racing, I know some of you have no idea what I'm talking about. So this will show you, give you the idea here of what's happening. So basically that's her right there. And she's running around the barrels. So basically she's getting faster and faster and faster. She does it. And so the goal is to get to around 15 seconds or so to be able to circle all 3 barrels and run back. So if you're hitting 15 or 16 seconds, then that means you're winning everything. But anyway, so that's just sort of what some of the things that are going on, and what we're passionate about. And there's a lot of lessons in horse riding. I've shared some of those with you that apply very well to trading. One of the things I just mentioned, going back over, sort of switching gears now on you, going back over, we talked about the Aussie, and the Aussie had that big move. There was a forecast to be at 2.25%. It remained at 2.25%. For whatever reason, a lot of traders just got in their head that it was going to be, like massively different. Like they were going to change the rate yet again. And they were a couple interest rates too late for that one. Announcements on that. So we'll pull that one up and we'll look at it. And but once I get my chart piece up over here, and appreciate that, Bill. I will tell her that she did a good job. I'm proud of her. She just worked hard on it a lot. Okay, so let's see here. Some upcoming news for the week, but one of the most important news events, I believe, let me see if it's right. I want to double check it. So we may have on the 9th, I think there was going to be a crop report that was coming up, but yeah. Okay, so one of the most important news events for you, if you are an ag trader, so April 9th is correct. At noon, they're going to be coming out, so expect wheats, corn. You do have different wheats, but corn and soybeans and, cotton and things like that, expect them to have some significant impacts. Okay, there'll be a lot of movement when this report comes out. And so you could look at straddling them, meaning buying like a binary above, selling a binary below, strangling them, which would be, straddling them would have to be, strangling them, which would be buying a binary above, selling a binary below, straddling them, which would be buying an upper spread, selling a lower spread over on Nadex. If the IV was just insane high, you could also look at doing a neutral trade. So we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get back.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Darrell Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, folks, we're going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Anyway, so on the high impact report, again, if you're trading ags, you need to be very aware of this report or else you will get slammed if you're not trading for it. If you are directional, if you're directional corn, your directional spreads, things like that, then what you're going to want to do is, probably hedge off a position, because I don't care what kind of stop loss you use, it's going to get blown through if it at all goes against you. Okay. All right. So going on down here, and give me a second. I will pull up something for you. Let me get that again. I know I had it just like 3 seconds ago, and then I closed the window down. But just to show you what I mean by the ratios and the spreads and hedging, basically you can sell a spread, and that's like buying a put, okay? Or you can buy a spread, and that's like buying a call. And what you need to do is you need to know what the right ratios are for the market you're trading. So let's say you were going to go directional on the ags, okay? Then you can log in here. You can use the spread scanner, and it will automatically show you the spreads, but it'll also show you the hedge ratio. So for soybeans and corn, it's 5 contracts. Why? Because it ticks in 0.1 on the spreads. It ticks in quarters on the futures. The futures are worth $12.50 a tick, 4 quarters to $1, $50 a point on corn and soybeans. Okay, so $50 for a 1 point move. Nadex ticks in 0.1, so 10 times to $1 means $10 in a 1 point move. So you'd need 5 of them. 5 times $10 equals 50 to put on a hedge. And so you just go in and you'd find basically a low risk spread. and you could use that to hedge off the position. Well, why not just use normal options? One, liquidity issues, but two, mainly the number one issue is they will have a very low delta. Like you'll have at best like a delta on a Friday or an expiration Friday, maybe a couple weeks out. So your gamma is going to be lower, which means your delta is going to move slower, which means you're going to get less of a hedge, and you're going to pay for a lot more theta, a lot more premium than you would have just using one for that current day. Okay? So if you are going to be directional and you want a hedge on, at least for like an hour or two, this is a very cheap way to put it on right before going into those ag markets if you are a holder of corn or soybeans. Again, you could, if you're long corn, then sell 5 spreads. If you're, short, corn, then buy 5 spreads, vice versa on soybeans, or same thing on soybeans. If you're long, for every contract you're long on soybeans, sell 5 soybean spreads. For every contract you're short on soybeans, buy 5 soybean spreads. Now, you also may go in and decide to go both directions on the trade. So you could go in here and you can put a trade on, and that way if it goes up or down enough to cover the risk on both sides, you can be profitable. Okay? So that's obviously a pretty simple concept. And basically you got 44, 5.60. As long as it moves up or down 5.6 points by expiration, then you have a profitable trade. Okay? And then the other solution for you with that is you may go the other way. So you may decide to, instead of doing what we're looking at right here, you may literally go the complete opposite direction. Make sure no filters are on there. Okay, and then you may go, you know what? I want to see if I can find any. And there really aren't any with premium in them right now. There's no positive premium. If there was positive premium, you'd see a negative proximity. But let's see. What if we wanted to just, we're right at 380. So what if we wanted to buy? That would say there's really not any positive premium because the number in the floor is ceiling. So you're gonna have a hard time collecting premium on the spreads right now, but there may be some tomorrow. You can also go to the binary scanner, and we can check out corn and soybeans. And go down here, and so you could buy a contract above. So if you bought this one for $10.50 and you sold this one for $90.50, you'd have a $20 risk. If it hit either one of those strikes, okay, you could get out at about a $40 profit on either side. So you lose $10 on one side, you make $30 on a $20 risk. So if you could risk $20 and make $30, that's awesome. Okay, you don't need to hold them till expiration, though you could. But you could take off half when it hits the price. I'll talk about it a little bit more when we get back, and we'll keep going. Stay right there.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, well, I'm back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And what we're going over last here, I was pulling up some charts. We're going to talk about the ag report, just talking about, hey, you can do straddles on it. You could, which would be buying upper spread, selling lower spread on, spread. You could do strangles on it, buying the upper binary, selling the lower binary. Or you could even do butterflies on it, which would be doing the opposite, buying the lower binary and selling the upper strike binary, so with the thought that it stays in between. Okay. Okay, so very simple concept. It's basically just a straddle, strangle, butterfly, whatever. But really, really simple to do. I've covered a lot of them in my shows before. And it comes out, like I said, tomorrow. The release will be coming out right at, I want to say, just to get the right time for you again, yeah, right at 12 to 1 Eastern time. So, fortunately, an hour before my show, but be coming out at 12 to 1, and just be ready for that. And that'll, you can check the waged website, USDA.gov, over there, and they go in and World Agricultural Supply and Demand April 9th report. And you can even see the revisions and the latest reports. Like you can click on PDF or Excel or whatever, and you can read through them. So if you want to get sort of an idea of what's inside these reports, they're pretty thick. So it's not like you're probably not going to learn this in 5 minutes. Biggest thing, I'm just trying to teach you how to trade it regardless of what's in the report. Because by the time you've even got a chance to look at that report, thousands of computer algorithms have already read it, scanned it, looked for keywords, and placed trades. So you want to be ready in advance of the report coming out. So that's why I'm trying to teach you how to go in and pay attention to not caring what direction the market's going to go. So, okay. So let's see here. All right, next thing we got on our topic list. We got current market conditions. We got today's news. Let's go ahead and do some quick chart reviews on some of these big moves that have been going on. And give me 1 second. I will pull it up for you. Just got a couple things that are slowing me down. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got? Just while I'm waiting on that one. Okay, there it goes. Finally, it's opening on up. And I want to pull up an Aussie dollar chart. So let me open the Aussie for us. And right here, takes a second before it switches over. I'll populate here in just a second. And I may have to open that one more time here. Let's see, TFNN. I got a special template I like to use, but it likes to, there it is, TFNN. Okay. And we'll change that over to 5 minutes, and we'll look at that last night release, which was just a fantastic move. Like I said, on the Aussie. Here we go. All right, so let's check this out. You can obviously tell when the news came out last night. Isn't exactly a big surprise by looking at the chart itself. Just look for the straight up bar. And it continued to move on up until it hit what? Let's see, what was the high? Let's just check. What was that high right there? That was a high of 7710. And what was our deviation level? 7710. So it busted through 1 and even 2 with 1.5 with volume. Volume dissipated and stopped to the tick right there, okay, at the dev level, then reversed on back down. And as you can see, it paused right at the 1.5, came down to the 1, bounced back up to the 1.5, came back down, broke through the 1 to the 0.7, bounced back up to the 1, and now been stuck in the 0.7 and 1 deviation level so far today. So if you were to do a butterfly, where might you want to do it in between? Maybe the 1 and 0.7 at this point, now that things have calmed down. So you had strangle trades right here, okay? You had reversal trades right off this 2 dev after volume dissipated. You go and do a short reversal on that 2 deviation, goes on down. Then when you start seeing range-bound traffic, then you got butterflies. So, I mean, just to show you a few of the trades, just all weighing out the same day. That's why, like, people go, well, I just want to learn one method. That's great, but that's like saying, I want to go play golf, and I just want to use one club. Well, fine, go enjoy your putter. See how far that gets you on the drive, you know? Or get your driver and see how well that serves you when you're putting. Can it be done? I'm sure it can. Is it going to be a lot more difficult? Yeah. So, because you don't use the same club for every market condition. You don't use the same club for range bound here, slow market into day after every order's been exhausted, as you do for boom breakout news markets, right? So, as you learn, it's not that you have to master all clubs to use any, but learn in what conditions do you use what club. Use that one club then only. Like, don't go over and, hey, I'm going to range bound trade right here before an interest rate announcement. Well, unless that's a proven historical good idea, then you would not want to do that. Okay, but hey, in the afternoon, I've noticed the markets go pretty flat. I'd like to do some range bound trades. Well, hey, that might actually be a consistently, decent plan. That might actually work. So, what can we do to test that and try it out and see what happens, okay? And you can go back and you can look at ranges, historical ranges, see what is it during that time period specifically, how often does it stay in that range, and from there, you're able to, further deduce the best way to potentially do a trade, okay? And let me see, what else do we got? We have the DAX making some good moves today. Bring that up. Take me just a moment. So while I'm getting on over to that, let's go in and look at earnings season is coming up very soon. Okay, so again, earnings season will be coming up soon. But oh yeah, I wanted to pull up the dollar index, and dollar index doing very, very strong right now. And just going through and looking at some of these and how they're playing out. But anyway, so looking at today's moves on the dollar index, like I said, we have some big, nice moves on here. And what do we got? We got basically the monster move this morning around 3 a.m. And then we had a few decent moves happen afterwards as well. Let's see, I had one here, and there. So basically those moves right there working out pretty well for us also right in the afternoon. But then it's just been really, really quiet. Sort of been choppy after the massive run. We've had some good up and down moves, but beyond that, it's been sort of choppy. Okay, so that's the dollar index. I wanted to go over, look at the FDAX. Let's see here. I gotta get, you know what? Hold on. How'd I have it dropped in? That's why I haven't rolled it over. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so let's get that updated. I thought I updated it already. But go to Tools, go to Instrument Manager in Ninja. Once that pops up, click on FDAX, go right, left, done. Now that'll update it to the June contract on there, which is what I need. Now I go back down and select that. And then that will load on up for me. While that one's loading, we can go over here and we can check out oil. Oil had, like I said, some nice moves. Let's go and look at oil right now. And as the charts take their sweet time to load up. There we go. Okay, so oil running on up. So 0.5 settlement. Basically came down overnight. Half a deviation just slowly. But then really gave a nice just, turn back around. Started giving us a long view. And then just kept going long all the way up. And pretty much made a solid one deviation move by 10:30 from low to high. And then when it tried to bump up another half a deviation from there. And currently pulling on back. Let's see here. So we got that one. Let's go in and look at, so we got the FDAX, got a couple, nice moves just now. A nice short, nice long from there. And I got some new filter settings I'm putting on here, so that's why it's throwing all sorts of random stuff on there. But let's see. But overall, looks like basically, I mean, it's just we're still at that 1.5 deviation move, so that nice solid move over on the DAX. Going and looking at the gold market. Let's go check out gold real quick. Pull up the gold charts. Gold basically could drop in that massive slide. It ran up big yesterday, 1.5 deviations. And then I pulled on back here by the settlement time here at 1:30. And then it kept dropping. Haven't got a full deviation drop on the day yet. We did bounce perfectly off that 0.7, but not a full down deviation move today yet. And then one other chart. Let's pull up the Dow. Okay, and then on the Dow, what we got right here is basically just a solid half deviation move. but not a clean one, right? So we had a little bit of up move, pulled on back, a little up move, pull on back. You know, you got a little cup and a handle there, right? People call it that, I believe. And I don't usually look for most of those, but that's pretty much what you're looking at. And but just a lot of chop. What does that mean? A lot of chop. Volume below expectations. Oh, maybe that means butterfly time. Okay, lots of butterflies this afternoon. Looks like. All right. So when we were talking about corn, we were talking about soybeans a little bit earlier, and we were looking at those contracts, and I was talking about the release coming out, and I was talking about strangles and straddles and all that stuff. Then you know, one of the things you want to be aware of is another time to potentially check them out is earnings season. Earnings season is coming up soon. Okay. And you can find them inside multiple platforms, you know, Thinkorswim, eSignal, you know, earnings.com, you know, things like that. And you can see what stocks move and how much they move. Okay. Anyway, so if you go in and look up the earnings and see how they, you know, how they react, then, you know, certain markets will like to do strangles and straddles. Specifically on Nadex, like I like to usually go in and strangle NASDAQ on Google, because Google is obviously a massive part of NASDAQ, you know, so is Apple and Microsoft and things like that, and Amazon. So like when those things, especially when they align, anytime they align, it's awesome. But we go in and we look at a potential strangle on them if it's at the right time. So problem is Apple, like it has this wire after like the futures, like the NASDAQ closes. So Google though has it like 1 second after the cash market closes, like it basically, you know, 4:01, you know, 4 o'clock in 1 second, boom, 4 p.m. 1 second, then it releases the wire on the earnings, which gives you about 15 minutes for that market to move a lot, and so you can go in a lot of times you can get a nice good strangle on. Anyways, I'll be going over earnings a little bit more coming up in the next week. So we'll get each one of those probably next Thursday. I'll just start really covering those so you can know what earnings to be aware of and what's coming up and how to handle it and how to put all the pieces together. Okay. But, you know, we look at straddles, condors, or also sometimes it's a clue just to stay out. You know, if you don't see a good trade and you're wondering why the premium is so high, it means the thing's probably about to explode. Okay. And that's probably because earnings is coming out on a stock that maybe you're not aware of. Now, the news so far this week, what have we had? I'll cover that, and I'll cover up what you need to be aware of, because there's a lot of news coming out Thursday that you definitely want to have on your list, okay? Thursday and Friday. So stay right there. We'll be right back.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, so come on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Going through and looking through a variety of markets. And we were wrapping up talking about earnings. Earnings are coming up, but also we need to talk about news. What news is coming up? We got oil inventory will be released tomorrow. Okay? So we got oil inventory on the docket for tomorrow. And we make sure normally you have that. I just want to make sure I have it on my list and you have it on your list as well. And looking at Wednesday, and crude oil inventory is coming out at 10:30. Yep, so 10:30 a.m. There it is. It's just right in front of me. I couldn't see it. So we got crude oil on Wednesday. And so just make sure you're aware of that. But let's go ahead and look at the rest of the evening as well. There's a current account balance coming out on the yen at 750. You know, small volatility, but nevertheless, these little news announcements can really help add a little volatility to your trading, especially for things like trend catcher, things like that, 5-minute binaries. Frank CPI coming out at 3:15 a.m. We are looking for an iron condor for our buy, enter at 11 o'clock for a 7 a.m. expiration. With a $25 minimum profit. We also have a euro retail sells underneath 11 for a 7 a.m. expiration. buying the lower spread, selling the upper spread, iron condor, for a minimum at $25 profit also. There'll also be a yen monetary policy statement coming out at 11 p.m., adding on a little more volatility. We got German factory orders coming out at 2 a.m. We got a Bank of Japan press conference at 2:30. And we got Bank of England credit condition survey at 4:30. Not as big of a deal. FOMC member Dudley speaking at 9:30. Again, should not really be a big deal. Okay. Not a major press conference there. We got oil inventory report, like I said, coming out at 10:30. We got FOMC meeting minutes coming out at 2. That is a bigger deal. It's not interest rate announcements. Okay. It's meeting minutes. It's just the minutes from the last report, but that does give clues as to when they may, raise interest rates. So looking on over at that, just be aware that's coming out at 2 o'clock. Usually not a big event, but you never know with FOMC. So just use some caution, and use caution even in a couple hours leading up to it, like after about 11:30. Things usually are going to simmer down quite a bit before things like minutes and stuff come out, okay? So I just want to give you a heads up. And if nothing else, at least jot down in your journal what happened when the FOMC meeting minutes only came out. What was the market like in the morning, the few hours leading up to it, when it happened, and after it, okay? You can go back historically, and you can even look at that. And then we got the pound trade balance coming out at 4:30 on Wednesday for a $11 to $7.30 iron condor trade. And then rolling on into Thursday, we're going to have China will have new loans coming out at 3 a.m. Remember, they do have the new China 50 index over on the SGX markets that Nadex is now offering binaries on. We got the pound official bank rate vote. Usually this is a very quiet vote, even with the rate statement and all that, unless they change it. Usually it just doesn't move a lot. Now, this is more often that it doesn't move a lot when the euro statement comes after it. On Thursday, they're not coming at the same time. So we could have a little more volatility than normal. What happens is usually it's very flat because they're waiting on the euro statement to come out, and they're waiting on the euro press conference, but neither of those things are happening. So it may have a little more volatility. Along with CAD building permits, looking at about a $25 trade on that for an iron condor. We're entering at 8 for a 10 a.m. expiration. All right, that's all I got for you for this week. I will see you Thursday. We'll wrap up the rest of the weekend next week and get you all set and ready, have your plan in place. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you Thursday.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. You're watching Tiger TV.
then again it will be. Though the course may change sometimes, rivers always reach the sea. Flying skies of fortune, each have separate ways. On the wings of maybe, downy birds of prey. Kinda makes me feel sometimes I didn't have to go. But as an eagle leaves the nest, got so far to go. Change has spilled my time, baby, that's alright.